Hello, and thank you for stopping by the Massachusetts Beer Reviews channel of YouTube. I am, excuse me, I am Thomas Metal 75. Got a little sinus cold thing for the last few weeks, and this is your Massachusetts Beer Reviews. Today, I'm going to review my lawnmower beer. Lawnmower, using that term loosely because this is bigger than a lawnmower beer. Was just outside. It's probably, my phone said 68 degrees. It feels a little bit warmer than that, not much, in southeastern Massachusetts. And the beer that I'm going to review for you today is one that Jordan is from Reviewing Under Influence. I will post his link to his YouTube channel at some point below in the description. He's down here in the Boston area from Alberta, Canada, until Tuesday the 22nd of May. We saw Metallica on Friday, May 19th at Gillette Stadium. And right before he went to get the train back into Boston on Saturday, May 21st, one of the things he acquired was a 4-pack of Sixpoint Puff and decided to give me a can of that, so thank you, Jordan. Puff is a beer. It is a unfiltered double IPA. So it's an unfiltered version of their beer known as Resin. They are out of the Sixpoint Breweries out of Brooklyn, New York. And they say on the back of the can, if you love resin, imagine tasting it straight from the tanks. That's what Puff is. An unfiltered pour from the tanks with an extra dose of dry hops before it hits the can and keg. How sweet to be a cloud floating in a tank of resin. It's mad science. Forget how much this was. It might have been $11.99 or $10.99 for the 4-pack. 12 fluid-ounce cans. This one's 9.8% alcohol by volume, so that's why I say lawnmower beer in quotations. 108 IBUs. Damn. And it's unfiltered ale. Double IPA. Anything else before I get to this? Let's crack it open. Going to be using a Jack's Abbey Julio's Liquors Teku glass for the review. And this one was canned on 4/20/2017. So it's just a month old. So I don't think it's going to be too bad for it being a IPA or a double at that point with 108 IBUs. I've had Resin once. I don't believe I've ever reviewed it. So I remember liking that beer, and I didn't look up any other information on what kind of hops or malts or any of that they're using. So let's just see what we get right now live on camera from Puff, Sixpoint Brewery, Brooklyn. And we're getting if I had to guess, I would say West Coast IPA looking beer just from the glass. Has that dark copper orangey color, your bone white head that you would expect, almost like the Narragansett white here from their coasters. That kind of white. Tiny bit of snapping and crackling, not too bad. And you cannot see anything, it's so hazy. And it looks like it's going to be at 9.8 style lacing for sure. Let's get a nose on the Puff. Nothing that you're not going to expect from a really big double IPA. Getting a lot of sweet, bready malts. Some, I almost said Pilsner, some biscuity kind of notes. Definitely the resin, piney, oily kind of notes, the dank notes. The onion and the garlic are there for sure. Getting your pineapple, grapefruit, oranges, a little bit of a spicy, lemony zest I'm getting as well. It just smells like a really good IPA with more of that West Coast caramel, malt, and pine note to it. So, I'm thirsty. Let's get a drink. Cheers. This is Puff from Sixpoint Brewery. Thank you, Jordan, from Reviewing Under the Influence, for the can. Oh, yeah, resinous, dank, hoppy qualities for days on this one, guys. I'm getting a sweet pineapple, grapefruit, orange, a little bit of leather, a little bit of those tobacco notes, caramel and toffee malts, more of the caramel malts are in this one. I would say it is a medium to full, somewhere in the middle for the body style. Very clean, it's dry. It's got a zippy carbonation that helps to clean out the palate. Yeah, definitely 9.8% heft. It doesn't burn at all, but there's a slight warming sensation on that one. I think Rod J on his beer ventures, Rod J or RC Beer Ventures, Rod J's Beer Ventures on YouTube here, gave this one an A, a 4.5 out of 5. And I'm going to give it a 4, I think, right now. I'm definitely getting the pine sap, the pine needles, the resinous qualities for sure. The grapefruit, orange, pineapple notes are all there, and those pine needle, pine sap notes, oily qualities are there. It's not too sticky, so it's easy to kind of put down, and the scrubbing bubbles are really nice to reset the palate. And it does have some malt in the background. It's obviously 108 IBUs, and it tastes like it's 108 IBUs. It's not cut your face off, but if you're not used to these kind of beers, it could be a cut your face off experience. So if you like a little bit of a higher alcohol double IPA, you would probably like this one. I don't remember thinking, in the back of my mind, I'd have to do a review of it. I don't remember thinking too much differently from resin. I remember really liking resin. I don't normally buy the Sixpoint beers because they're a little more expensive for a 4-pack. It's like I said, $10.99 or $11.99. And there's a little bit of lacing, not a whole bunch. So, really well done beer. If you like your chill hazed beers, your unfiltered IPAs, big, bold, dank flavors from the West Coast in flavor, you probably are going to like Puff from Sixpoint out of Brooklyn, New York, the mad scientists of Brooklyn. So I like to give a shout out again to Jordan from Reviewing Under Influence up in Alberta, Canada, down here until Tuesday the 22nd of May, 2017. Thank you for the beer, brother. Hope your trip is going well, and I hope to review more beers on YouTube and Google Plus with you. Cheers. I'm going to give this one again 4 out of 5. This is a 90 beer. It's really good. Go Celtics. I know LeBron's going to beat us, but go Celtics.